Okay, this is a preview for Geraldton race 2 on Friday afternoon. Pretty good confidence betting race that we've got here. We're going to be backing 2 runners in this race. The one that we like on top is the 7 Poppies. Currently 3.90, 3.6 out to 3.9. Very good confidence about it. The danger and the one that can potentially run a big race at big double figure odds that we're also going to spec on an each way basis in support of the top elect Poppies is number 10 Quiet Now. 26 into 23 and 6.0 the place. So let's just have a look at the reasoning here and get you another winner. Okay, this is 1618 metre maiden. It's a pretty weak race. The one that we've got clearly on top here is 7 Poppies by War Chant out of a Kashani mare. Very well bred, deceivingly very well bred too. Put the riding on the wall prior to debut with 2 good trials at Belmont, where it ran 0.75 of a length third to Deadly Shot, and then the 3.7 length 5 third to Chin Strap. That form reference stands up left, right and centre. Showed signs second up at its second career start that it's ready to win over this sort of trip when it flashed big closing pass behind Caribbean Princess and Flaming Pro to run third, beaten 2 lengths. Now, that's clearly the best form reference out of this race. You'll see they put a good margin back to 4th, 5.5 lengths, 6 lengths to 5th. So the first 3 home are clearly superior. Now, it's interesting the blinkers come off first time here, being drawn the inside gate. We do expect this one to settle closer in the run. And it's also interesting that it did show the best closing pass out of all 3 of these coming from the pace when they put the gap back to 4th of 3.5 lengths. Now, the horse that finished 4th, so it was the unluckiest in the run. Just let me go back to this. Poppies was the unluckiest in the run out of all the first 3 homes. So it should have finished closer, enhancing this 3.5 length margin 3rd to 4th. The horse that finished 4th, beaten 5.5, was only beaten 3 lengths in a maiden at Geraldton over 1,300 to start prior, and Poppies has got improvement again here, suggesting it's well above this maiden tag. The 5th horse home, beaten 6, only beaten 7.25 in a stronger maiden at Geraldton before. Poppies can come on and run up to that level with a little bit more scope. And obviously this one has improved first to second up as well, going from 13 to 1,400. And the 6 horse home, only beaten 5.75 to start before, confirming the Zygalski form line. Okay, so that's a clear-cut top elect. We're really confident about that. But there is one query and one danger that we have to spec at each way odds in support of the top elect, and that's 10 Quiet Now, $26 and $6 a place. 23 and 6 a place, sorry. Okay. This one is having its 3rd career start. Very well bred by Duke of Marmalade out of a Galileo mare. Pedigree screams mile. Okay. This is its debut run, 2nd run. Started to flash late, doing its best work through the line, coming from 12th. In that Poppies race, beaten 6.75 lengths. But it's back here where it ran 2nd in this trial at Geraldton prior to the start of this prep. It's going to improve markedly 3rd up on breeding, having its 3rd career start. Numerous reasons to improve. Let's just have a look at this trial quickly, where it ran 2nd to Take No Prisoners. Okay, we'll pick him up from this point. Quiet Now is the horse on the inside in the yellow cap. There's one outside it that looms up under pressure, while Quiet Now is still under a majorly under a hold. And then this horse here looms up on the inside as they get into the stretch run to beat it, but he's under pressure the whole way while Quiet Now is soft through the line. So let's have a look. This is Quiet Now here in the yellow cap on the inside. This one back here in the blue cap switches back to the inside. And as you can see, this one on the blue cap here in the yellow on the outside is already, he wields the whip in a second. Starts hitting it. He's still under a hold here. This bloke's been put under pressure. Has a look back to the inside. Knows he's going pretty well. He's clearly superior to those 3 in that trial. Okay, now I've watched enough trials over the years to know that Quiet Now could have won that trial by 4 or 5 if he wanted to. All right. The form that's coming out of it around the horse that beat him came out 2 starts later at York. Was only beaten 0.75 of a length. The horse that finished 3rd came out at Geraldton over 1,100, got beaten 3.75. Okay, was racing in Melbourne before that. So that clearly puts Quiet Now in front of Demeritorius when Quiet Now is put under pressure and extends. And we know he will third up from a spell stretching out to this trip, the way he started to hit the line second up, okay? And then the fourth horse, Back in a Minute, who was Back in a Minute, came out and was only beaten 1 length by New Age and Customised, which we already know is a strong form reference from earlier on talking. Now, on that basis, clearly on top, we've got 7 Poppies at 3.90. If Quiet Now wasn't in the race, we'd just about declare it a banker bet. Backing Quiet Now in support of the top elect at 23 and 6.0 for a result across the race. We can call these two a combined banker bet. Good confidence betting race. Geraldton race 2, number 7 Poppies on top, drawn the 1 alley, 3.90 with Jerry Nosker. And the 10, Quiet Now, the second elect, 23.0, 6.0. Excellent place value back at each way. That's it. Geraldton race 2 preview. Done.